morning, everybody. Another day, another set of results from Sunday Creek. This time, hole 120W1, which was stands for wedge one. So this hole was started and drilled from the east to the west. It went all the way through Rising Sun and then continued on to Golden Dyke, and it gave lots of information on many levels. It was a very important hole. So number one was that it was drilled at a different angle. Normally the holes have been drilled from the west to the east predominantly, so it created a scissor to the predominant drill intersection. That's very important to do in deposits, that you drill these at different orientations, so you're not biasing your data with one orientation of drilling. Number two, it demonstrated continuity of high grades above and below and close to previous high grades. So we saw on the one vein, which was the key intersection, 7.5 meters at 36.2 grams per ton gold. The spacing was 18 meters from a previous hole, which returned 4.3 meters at 71 grams, and then 8 meters and 5 meters along strike from another result that returned 5.8 at 4.3. We see as the long strike version that grade tends to drop off. So it fitted the model. Up and down dip, the grade was continuous and the structure continued along strike. So very good to see the continuity of high grades drilled in different orientations. Notwithstanding, this was a 348 meter intersection of mineralization from the high grades at Rising Sun, and there was 6 high grade veins we discovered up to 364 grams gold and 17.5% antimony. And you can see those grades in front of you now. So a very good hit, but then it was very important that it continued on and gave us the hanging wall margins to Golden Dyke. So it became more of a control hole, drilled parallel this time to the rails of the ladder, constraining Golden Dyke as we went from one major body, Rising Sun, to Golden Dyke. Importantly also, we drilled the parent hole 120 with less control or information at the time, and it quickly went out of the rail. So we're able to come back and drill 120 wedge one that ended 90 meters apart from the parent hole, and we're able to target Rising Sun and Golden Dyke with that change in orientation. So it gives the understanding that the team really know what they're doing, of course, as they're able to change the orientation of the holes as they gain more information and target mineralization successfully. So what does this mean for shareholders and why is it significant? So of course it's another 100 gram meter hit, so we're up to 56 now, so it increases that strike rate. But more importantly, as I mentioned, it shows a clear ability to target mineralization at closer spacings and shows the grade is holding up. It demonstrates that we can find structural continuity of the structure and grade in other words. But importantly, it also demonstrates how we can target the mineralization and how the model's holding up. So on many levels, this is a very important hole to add confidence to this project as we're developing it. So I've been traveling around post the merge with Mawson and Southern Cross to form Southern Cross Gold Consolidated. Southern Cross Gold Consolidated now trades on the TSXV as the ticker SXGC, and on the ASX as SX2. So get those tickers on your screens because it's taken a few weeks for people to get used to the change. And the next question is, what are the key catalysts? Well, of course, we're drilling lots, and we've got 14 holes in the lab that are currently being processed or analyzed, and 5 holes in progress. So always that news flow will continue coming as we make this bigger, focus on the grade and the volume. But specifically, our key catalysts are, number one, we'll be coming out quicker than we previously guided around an exploration target upgrade Remembering the previous exploration target was about a year ago. That was 1 to 1.6 million ounces at 7.2 to 9.7 grams per ton gold equivalent. So we'll be coming up with an update to that. We've been very successful over the last year in expanding the project, and that will be well articulated with this drill constrained exploration target. Number two, we continue to update the model with our experts, SRK, who are also operating at Fosterville and Costerfield. They're also helping us bring the understanding from those deposits into our deposit and putting together internal models that will lead to internal resources. So a subset of our exploration target, of course, is being increased all the time as we focus on the more detail there. And remembering our strategy is to make this bigger before we focus, but we can't do either in isolation. Number three, of course, we're testing the regional scale targets. You never want to leave your regional upside too long. So we're doing all the IP. There's a big IP program ongoing as we speak, and that should be finished over the next month or so. That's been ongoing since around November last year, and we're doing all the soils and the mapping, etc. And that sixth rig, which is at site, ready to start drilling shortly, will be focused on drilling those regional targets. So the core area is only 10% of the larger trend. As I mentioned, we've got the 5 rigs and lots of holes in the laboratory, and the 6th rig just imminent. And then we are looking to source 2 further rigs to focus on the drill out, and so we don't lose focus on rigs expanding this, because it's getting bigger all the time, of course. And then we're working on metallurgical work also, and you'll see over the next month or so updated metallurgical test work. It's gone to another order of magnitude in terms of number of samples and the volume of the samples that we're testing. And then finally, we're working very closely with the authorities, the municipality, the state government, all the local stakeholders around the environmental work, and we've just finished 7 additional water bores for hydrogeological studies. We're doing dust, we're doing noise, we're doing all that baseline work you'd expect a team who's done this before to be doing, and we have a very supportive state government now. Of course, they came out with a critical metals strategy back in December. They said they'd limit permitting of their mines to 18 months. The key step, the EES, is restricted to 18 months. So that's a key aspect that is lost on many, and putting not just putting words on the table. They acted and permitted 2 major mines back in December. So that's the government we're working with, and they're supportive of the critical metals business, and very much with our antimony. 20% of the mix of this deposit makes it a very, very important and strategic project, not only for Victoria and Australia, but globally. So the results at Sunday Creek, release by release, are always headline leaning, without a doubt. This project continues to deliver, both on making it bigger, but also as we're focusing on demonstrating how it all holds together. Many catalysts coming out over the next quarter, many drill holes coming to the table. This is just another great set of results from Sunday Creek.